Hey guys, this demo is to introduce you guys to door and window scheduling and the way how we like to do it. So Revit out of the box, um, the way how they schedule windows or the way how the window tag works, I like to modify them just a little bit. But let me first start with the doors. So I have the door tags already loaded onto this file. Shortcut key for tagging in general is TG. So then Revit knows that it's a door, so it'll give it a door tag. I like to not do the leader and just tag the door. So here I'm tagging these doors, which is great. I have all the doors tagged on this level. At this point, I like to just kind of adjust the tags a little bit so that they're not buried and you can't see them, especially on these sliders. So I have these door tags, and each one of these doors have a unique tag number. And the reason for that is that although these are 32-inch doors, the 32-inch doors, all your doors should have an individual tag, because maybe during the job site you might want to change this particular door to a 28-inch. So you want to be able to say door number 5, I want that to be a 28-inch door. Or, even though you have a 32-inch door and a 32-inch door, maybe this door is going to have a glass inside of it. So you want to be able to separate them out and each door to be individual. And then you also want to do that to the windows. You want each windows to have a separate identifiable number. That way you don't say, oh, that window on the left side on the stairwell, left side standing from the outside or the inside, which one? Obviously the center is really easy, but this is the right side if you're standing here, but if you're standing outside, that's the left side. So when you're dealing with contractors and things like that on the field, it gets really tough if these guys are all considered the same window and having the same number. You want to be able to say window number 5, window number 7, window number 6. So if I tag windows, by default, Revit tags all of these number 2 because these are the same type of windows. But yet these are the same type of doors, but Revit tags them differently, which is what I want. So you will have to adjust the way how windows are tagged in Revit. So let's kind of take a look at the anatomy of the family, the door tag family and the window tag family. So if I double click on one of these door tags or go to edit family, you'll see that that number is a label. If I go to label edit, it tells me that it's editing a mark. Now marks are individual, so each door, even though they're the same type, they'll have a different mark. Right? So if I have 5 doors that are the same type, it'll still be numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instead of just whatever type number I put in. So that's what I want. So I'm going to get out of that. So it says mark. So that label is looking for a mark. So if I come here and go to edit family and I look at this label and go to edit, it's not giving me a mark. It's giving me a type mark. And I'll show you what that looks like. So here I'm going to go to, and I'm also going to add mark as part of my, so now I'm going to be tagging 2 things, type mark and mark. Let me just load that. So this particular window is type 2, which is, I guess all fixed windows are made to be type 2, at least now. We can change it to whatever number we want, but you can see how each window also gets a separate number now. So this is a type mark, and this is a mark. That is a mark, right? So for instance, here I'm going to pop in some more windows here. So I have 3 windows that are identical, so if I tag it, so I have 3 individual numbers on the bottom, which is the mark, but I have the same identical numbers on the top because this is window type 13. So if I come here to edit, you can see here, type mark is 13, I can call that whatever I want. So if it's a double hung, maybe I'll just call it DH because that's the window type, right? It's a double hung type window. If I do that, then it'll be double hung, right? So just know the difference. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say when I say type mark versus mark. So typically I don't want to have to see both of these information. For me, I just want to get a mark, just a number, so that each window has this unique number. So I'm going to go back to this edit family and then come back and just say I don't want type mark, I just want mark. And so default Revit, again, for window tags, it comes in preloaded with the type mark label instead of a mark label. So this is what I really want loaded in here. And now every window gets a separate number. And again, that is important. So let me go ahead and label, tag these windows too. So 7, 8, this is 5, 4, 6. So they all get a separate number, which is what I want. Then I can call the contractor and say, hey, window number 6, change it to whatever, instead of saying, oh, that window, you know, because these are all the same windows. Oh, the one window by that bathroom on the north side, you know, that gets kind of crazy. So every window should have a unique mark. So now we're going to pull a schedule. So here's my little tab here. So on schedules, which we have none right now, we're going to go to new schedule. It's asking me what kind of schedule, so let's do a door schedule for now. You know, what kind of information I want to show on my door schedule. You can show whatever you want, right? But typically, one of the first thing I want is my mark, which is the actual number, door number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to show the width and height. So I want the width and height. I might want to show type, meaning, you know, is it a swing door? Is it a sliding door? Is it a double Dutch door? But let's just see what the type does. And then I will have something for just kind of notes that I want to make comments on. So I can either put comments or I think just comments. Yeah, so I'll have a comment. So those are the kind of the default 5 things that we will show on our door. Maybe we'll add more later as the class goes on. And you can add like U value for the door, so that if it's sun, you know, rated to, you know, resist sun and solar heat gain and things like that. If you want to be really specific, the material of the door, frame material, frame type, you know, the manufacturer. But for the most part, you can customize it the way how you want to see it. So here is my door schedule. So I have all of these doors here. I don't know why there's no door number 1, but I can rename, you know, renumber all these things. At this stage, I can say that's a 1, that's a 2, or 5. So it tells me here is I have door number 1, that's 2'8" and 6'8" head height. So right away I can see like door 11. Why is that 7 foot or 7 feet? Let me close up all these. I don't want that. Okay, so you can see here, I can see right away, if I click on this, you know, door number 11, it highlights on Revit, which is really nice. And so that's a garage door, that's why that's 7 feet. So I'm going to go back here. So here, I can hear on my comment, oops, on my comments right here, I can say garage door. And we'll probably make additional edits to the garage door. So right now it's showing types. I think I'd rather show it either as a swing door or a slider, so we know what's a slider, which doors are swing doors, and things like that. So there's several ways to customize this customize this thing. So on type, it's showing me kind of the width and height. That is because when I click on one of these doors, and the type, on the type it's a 32-inch width and height. This is what it's showing me. So I can name this whatever I want. But I kind of want to keep this name the way it is because I want to be able to say, oh, I want a 36-inch door. So I want to come here and be able to pick 36 and not have to figure out which one is a 36. So I think I'm going to actually remove the type information out of there. But here's the family name. So this particular door is called an interior single 1-panel wood. So that's the actual family name. So what I might do is rename this family. Yeah, that would probably be the easiest, I believe. But what would that do? Think about it. Yeah, I gave it some thought, and I am going to just change the name. So I came out of that window. Here, this is where I was. So I'm going to change this family name. And one of the easiest way to do it is just do it in your project browser. So instead of this door, which I'm using everywhere right now, just a single door, versus this is a double door. So this one, door exterior double full glass, is this guy right here. So all these swing doors, I'm just going to put door, just say swing. Oh, actually, what? I'm going to go like a double door, like a French door, and I'll just say swing. So in effect, I changed the name of this family to a door single swing. So every one of these things you can see here, now it's going to be a door single swing door. So that way when I go to my schedule, I actually don't want my door type, get that out of there, but I do want the family name inside, like that. So here I can see that, oh, I have swing doors. This one's a double door, and this is a garage. So then I don't have to even do that at this point. The family type is saying it's a door, garage. Now this is probably a little extra. So again, I'm just going to say door, garage. It's probably too much information. Because I don't really differentiate, at least on our model, whether something's an exterior door or an interior door. On certain jobs it might be really important, but on basic home improvement jobs it's a lot of information, so, or a lot of kind of customization, so I don't bother with that. I'll just call this just double door, double, and then French door, so I'll just say French. And then I'm good with the door double sliding. So you can see when I change that. So then I can look at my schedule, and pretty quickly I can figure out which ones are swing doors, which ones are double French doors, and which ones are sliding doors pretty quickly. And this is actually a Revit terminology family, but most contractors aren't going to know what that means. So I'm not going to say family, I'm just going to say door type. Because really contractors are going to read this information, and when I say door type, then they know, oh, that's a swinging door, that's a French door, that's a garage door, that's a sliding door. So it's a quick and easy way for the contractor to see all the stuff that we have on our project. Okay, so then let's go ahead and create a window schedule at this point. Come back here, new. Come down to Windows. On Windows, again, we want the mark. Actually, mark. So anyway, again, width, height. Later on, we like to put the U factor in there, but instead of trying to edit all of our family type, we just like to just do old school and just type it in. I'll explain to you why later. And then put a comment for now. So all the stuff that you wanted to see in the schedule initially. And then once you lay it out, you might want other information. You just simply go there and edit it out. So same thing, so you have individual marks, which is great, width and height, comment. You might want to add materials and things like that. Actually, materials is very important because in terms of Title 24, whether your window's made of metal, aluminum, or wood, or vinyl, they all have different energy performances, and so you have to state that on your. Remember type mark. Well, no, I don't like that. Yeah, making it a type material is probably not a good thing, so I'm going to come back in here, edit that, and just. Oh, I can't even change that. Another one. Material. Make it an instance instead. So now I have a materials tab, whatever I want. What is the deal here? Okay. Oh, because it was a length parameter. So I guess making mistakes in front of you guys is not necessarily a bad thing. Material, instance. It should just be a text. And text is fine. So then I can type anything I want. So then you have your window schedule with materials, what materials you want, and things like that, and you can key it in. And of course, later on, we're going to teach you guys how to drag schedules in, but first create a schedule so that it has a running tab on what's going on with your project, and then we'll continue to customize it as needed.